Article 100 Definitions. A. Accessible as applied to equipment, capable of being reached for operation, renewal, and inspection. Accessible as applied to wiring methods, capable of being removed or exposed without damaging the building structure or finish, or not permanently closed in or blocked by the structure, other electrical equipment, other building systems, or finish of the building. Accessible, readily accessible, capable of being reached quickly for operation, renewal, or inspections without requiring those to whom ready access is requisite to take actions, such as to use tools other than keys, to climb over or under, to remove obstacles, or to resort to portable ladders, and so forth. Adapter, a device used to adapt a circuit from one configuration of an attachment plug or receptacle to another configuration with same current rating. Adjustable speed drive, power conversion equipment that provides a means of adjusting the speed of an electric motor. Adjustable speed drive system, a combination of an adjustable speed drive, its associated motor S, and auxiliary equipment. Aircraft painting hanger, an aircraft hanger constructed for the express purpose of spraying, coating, and slasher or dipping applications and provided with dedicated ventilation supply and exhaust. Alternate power source, one or more generator sets or battery systems were permitted, intended to provide power during the interruption of the normal electrical service, or the public utility electrical service intended to provide power during interruption of service normally provided by the generating facilities on the premises. Ambulatory health care occupancy, an occupancy used to provide services or treatment simultaneously to 4 or more patients that provides, on an outpatient basis, one or more of the following. 1. Treatment for patients that renders the patient incapable of taking action for self-preservation under emergency conditions without the assistance of others. 2. Anesthesia that renders the patients incapable of taking action for self-preservation under emergency conditions without the assistance of others. 3. Treatment for patients who, due to the nature of their injury or illness, are incapable of taking action for self-preservation under emergency conditions without the assistance of others. Ampacity, the maximum current, in amperes, that a conductor can carry continuously under the conditions of use without exceeding its temperature rating. Amplifier, audio amplifier, preamplifier, electronic equipment that increases the current or voltage, or both, of an audio signal intended for use by another piece of audio equipment. Amplifier is the term used to denote an audio amplifier. Appliance, utilization equipment, generally other than industrial, that is fastened in place, stationary, or portable, is normally built in a standardized size or type, and is installed or connected as a unit to perform one or more functions such as clothes washing, air conditioning, food mixing, deep frying, and so forth. Applicator, the device used to transfer energy between the output circuit and the object or mass to be heated. Approved, acceptable to the authority having jurisdiction. Arc fault circuit interrupter, FSI, a device intended to provide protection from the effects of arc faults by recognizing characteristics unique to arcing and by functioning to de-energize the circuit when an arc fault is detected. Array, a mechanically and electrically integrated grouping of modules with support structure, including an attached system components such as inverter S or DC to DC converter S and attached associated wiring. ASCIL, the generic term for group of non-flammable synthetic chlorinated hydrocarbons used as electrical insulating media. Associated apparatus, apparatus in which the circuits are not necessarily intrinsically safe circuits and is relied on to maintain intrinsic safety. Such apparatus is one of the following. 1. Electrical apparatus that has an alternative type of protection for use in the appropriate hazardous classified locations. 2. Electrical apparatus not so protected that shall not be used within a hazardous classified location. Associated non-incendive field wiring apparatus, apparatus in which the circuit are not necessarily non-incendive themselves, but that affects the energy in non-incendive field wiring circuits and is relied on to maintain non-incendive energy levels. Such apparatus is one of the following. 1. Electrical apparatus that has an alternative type of protection for use in the appropriate hazardous classified location. 2. Electrical apparatus not so protected that shall not be used within a hazardous classified location. Associated non-incendive field wiring apparatus, apparatus in which the circuit are not necessarily non-incendive themselves, but that affects the energy in non-incendive field wiring circuits and is relied on to maintain non-incendive energy levels. Such apparatus is one of the following. 1. Electrical apparatus that has an alternative type of protection for use in the appropriate hazardous classified location. 2. Electrical apparatus not so protected that shall not be used within a hazardous classified location. Attachment plug, plug cap plug, a device that by insertion in a receptacle establishes a connection between the conductors of the attached flexible cord and the conductors connected permanently to the receptacle. Audio autotransformer. A transformer with a single winding and multiple taps intended for use with an amplifier loudspeaker's signal output. Audio signal processing equipment. Audio equipment. Electrically operated equipment that produces, processes, or both electronic signal that, when appropriately amplified and reproduced by a loudspeaker, produce an acoustic signal within the range of normal human hearing, typically 2020 Hz. Within Article 640, the terms equipment and audio equipment are assumed to be equivalent to audio equipment audio signal processing equipment. Audio system. The totality of all equipment and interconnecting wiring used to fabricate a fully functional audio signal processing, amplification, and reproduction system. Authority having jurisdiction. AHJ. An organization, office, or individual responsible for enforcing the requirement of a code or standard, or for approving enforcing the requirements of a code or standard, or for approving equipment, materials, an installation, or a procedure. Automatic. Performing a function without the necessity of human intervention.